Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. In last video, we have seen Dijkstra algorithm. So Dijkstra algorithm is a graph algorithm and it is used to find out single node shortest path. What do you mean by single node shortest path? So from single vertex, from any vertex, we find out shortest path to reach all the other vertices. So for example, from one shortest path from 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 3. While in this video, we'll see Flight's algorithm. Flight's algorithm is also called as Flight virtual algorithm, and this is used to find out all pair shortest path. That means here in Flight's algorithm, we find out shortest path to reach from each vertex to all the other vertices. For example, from 1 we find out shortest path to reach to from 1 to 4, 1 to 3. From 2, we find out shortest path to reach 1, 3, 4. From 3, we find out shortest path to reach 1, 2, 4. And in the same way, we find out shortest path from 4 to all the other vertices. While Dijkstra algorithm is used for single source shortest path. One disadvantage with Dijkstra algorithm is we cannot have negative weight for any edge. While Flight's algorithm works for negative weight for any edge. So now we'll see how this algorithm works. So here in the beginning we find out matrix A0 and we calculate this value. Now look at this. At each row these names are given 1, 2, 3, 4. These are nothing but the nodes of this graph. Here again 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the nodes of this graph. So again these nodes and these nodes, they are written in rows and columns. So that's why it becomes square matrix. Now what are these values? These are the weights to reach from one vertex to another vertex by direct edge. Now see, so from 1 to 1, so there is no self loop, and again from that vertex to that vertex we require zero value, zero cost. That's why 1 to 1 is 0, 2 to 2 is 0, 3 to 3 is 0, 4 to 4 0. So here it is written 0. Then from 1 to 2 there is no direct edge, so that's why it is infinity. There is no direct edge between 1 to 2, that's why it is written infinity. 1 to 3, so 1 to 3 minus 2, and 1 to 4 there is no direct edge between 1 and 4, that's why it is infinity. In the same way other values are written. For example 3 to 4, so see 3 to 4 there is one edge with the cost with the weight 4, while 3 to 1 there is no direct edge, 3 to 1 there is no direct edge, that's why it is infinity. So in the same way all these values are calculated. Now see, from A0 matrix we find out A1 matrix, from A1 matrix we find out A2 matrix, from A2 matrix we find out A3 matrix, and from A3 matrix we find out A4 matrix. Now we'll see how these matrices or values for these matrices are calculated. Now look at this. What do you mean by this A1, A2, A3, A4? So this 1, 2, 3, 4. So here these 2, these are the nodes. These are the graph nodes. Now see, from this graph we find out these values, right? So these values are the weights of direct edges. Means if there is a direct edge between any two vertices, so that value we are writing here. If there is no direct edge, then we are putting infinity. Then in Flight's algorithm, what we are trying, so see here it is A1. A1 means we are trying if one is a intermediate edge, intermediate vertex. If we take one as an intermediate vertex, can this value be improved? So that we check here, and that new values, improved values are written here. So if we take one as an intermediate node, for example look at this. So see distance between vertex 1 and 2. So previously this value was A012. Okay, so how we got A012? A012 we got from this matrix, right? This matrix we have written value A012. Now see here we check whether this cost can be improved. So how we are checking? We are checking taking 1 as an intermediate node. So here we are checking. See, we are calculating weight from 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So now we are taking 1 as an intermediate. This 1 as an intermediate vertex. So now we are checking from 1 to 1 and then from 1 to 2 can the total weight is improved. So see here we are calculating that value. So 1 to 1 means this 1 to 1. So that's why it is 1 to 1. And then from this 1 to 2. So taking 1 as an intermediate node. 1 to 1 and then from 1 to 2. So we are taking this one and this one, that is an intermediate node. So after taking 1 as an intermediate node, so we are checking whether this value is improved or not. So if this value is improved, so we will take this one. That's why we are choosing minimum one. So that value we will consider. Otherwise, if we get more cost, then the previous value, whatever the previous value, we will maintain that. So in this way, other values are calculated. Again, look at this. So here we are calculating cost between 1 to 3. Now see, we are taking 1 as an intermediate node, right? So 1 to 1 and from 1 to 3. So see, this is the previous value. Previous value from what? A0 matrix. A0 matrix means this matrix. This matrix. And here we are checking 1 as an intermediate node. Okay, so 1 to 1. So that's why it is a 1 to 1. And then from 1 to 3. 1 to 3. So we are checking taking 1 as an intermediate node whether this value is improved or not. If it is not improved, so we'll keep original value. If it is improved, so we'll add this new value. So in the same way, we are calculating value. Now see here, all these values we are calculating it for the matrix A1. So here we are checking, we are taking it 1 as an intermediate node. And see what formula we are using in this case. So see, this is a new matrix we are calculating. So K, in this case it will be 1. Okay, so we are calculating the distance from I node to J node, and we are taking minimum value. Okay, so this is the original value, previous matrix value. We are comparing with this. So we are checking whether taking node K, whether this value is improved or not. So here we are checking here. So see, from I to K, I to K, and from K to J. So we are checking whether taking K, whether it improves this value or not. So if it improves the value, so we'll take this one. Otherwise, we'll retain the original value. So this is for A1. Now see, after that, we are calculating matrix A2. So what do by A2? Again, in this case, we are taking vertex 2 as an intermediate node. So see, in previous case, here we have taken 1 as an intermediate node, and in this case we are taking 2 as an intermediate node. So again, same thing, same formula we are applying. So look at this. So in this case, we are calculating weight or cost in between vertex 1 and 2. So now see, this is the value from the previous matrix, just previous matrix. Here we are calculating values for A2. So previous matrix is A1, right? So we are checking whether this value is improved or not. So see, here we are taking 2 as an intermediate node. So here we are calculating finding values from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 2. Here you can see 1 to 2, 1 to 2, and then from 2 to 2. 2 to 2. So here you are taking 2 as an intermediate node. So after taking 2 as an intermediate node, whether this value is improved or not. So suppose this value is minimum, so we will take this value. Otherwise, we will retain original value. In the same way, we calculate other values. So in the same way, we calculate this value. So in this case, we have taken 2 as an intermediate node. Then in this case, We have taken 3 as an intermediate node, and accordingly we have calculated this value. It is a square matrix, right? So it is a 4 by 4. So total there are 16 values. So here 16 values, but actually 1 to 1 is 0, 2 to 2 is 0, 3 to 3 is 0, 4 to 4 is 0, because self loop is not allowed, or to reach from that vertex to that vertex it takes 0 cost. So we'll not consider this value, anyhow that is a 0. So remaining 12 values we need to calculate. In the same way we calculate for 4. Now see, okay, so A4 is calculated from the matrix A3. Okay, in the same way we are calculating. Now see, there are 4 vertices, right? So A4, whatever the matrix that we get A4, that is the last value, that is the final output of this algorithm. So that means whatever the last matrix that we got, so this is the shortest path from each vertex to every other vertex. For example, see, shortest path to reach from 1 to 1 is 0, shortest path to reach 2 from 1 is 1, shortest path to reach 3 from 1 is minus 2, shortest path to reach 4 from 1 is 2. For example, see, shortest path to reach 1 from 3 is 9, shortest path to reach 2 from 3 is 3. Okay, so in between these two nodes, shortest path is 4 to 2 minus 1, 4 to 3 3, 4 to 4 0. So these are the final results, final shortest path result, shortest path between these vertices. This source node, these are the source nodes, and these are the destination nodes. So every case we are checking this formula, we are applying this formula. Now see, if we talk about the complexity, now look at this. Here, to find out every matrix, we have to consider every node as a source node. Then again, we have to consider every node as a destination node. And then we apply that formula, or we check this condition. Okay, whatever is minimum, so that we retain it, right? So these two for loops we require to calculate one matrix. So see, for to calculate A1 we require this matrix, to calculate A2 we require this matrix, we calculate to calculate A3 we require this two, to calculate A4 we require these two loops. Now see, we are calculating, see, for calculating one matrix we require this, but we are calculating for A1, we are calculating for 2, we are calculating 3, we are calculating 4 as an intermediate node. So that's why we require one more for loop. As we are iterating, as we are checking for all the vertices. So that's why one more for loop we require. So here total 3 for loop, and because of this 3 for loop, our complexity becomes theta of n cube. So where n is total number of vertices in our graph. That's the total complexity is theta of n cube. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.